I'm Edward October. The sound you hear is summer thunder, the tolling of church bells, gentle rain, dripping blood on the morning after Halloween. This is the start of Octoberpod.
Octoberpod AM. Retro horror for bold individualists.
What is the Phantom's dark secret?
For true, true-ish, and classic tales of horror and the paranormal.
138 living nightmares.
Listen to Octoberpod AM, wherever you get podcasts. Octoberpodvhs.com.
Presenting Canary P.I. in Deadly Decadence, a J. Henry production. Delmus thumbtacks attack a pack and then you tack a stack, now with assorted scratch and sniff flavors. In conjunction with Is your ratatouille a catastrophe? Is your beef strogie falling flat? Spice up your Sunday roast to its full potential with Eldritch's flavor packs. What kind of flavor? We'll let you decide. Now available in brown and dark brown.
We all have appetites. Appetites for dry-aged beef in the shallot sauce, yeast rolls dipped in herb olive oil, and cheap Italian wine from a wicker encased bottle. Or an appetite to make changes, to make good, to nudge Lady Fate in hopefully the right direction. Sometimes I think it's all but nonsense. Half these thoughts that roll through my head, well, I know they are. But that nagging feeling comes up time and time again. I was given this advice when I was a young man, around the time I was going into academy, that a happy life is a terrible thing not to share. So maybe that's what makes me so hesitant. I agreed to what I swore off years ago, so I wouldn't leave some poor sap a widower, or children without a father. I got a date. Hopefully this is not some hidden appetite for destruction. I sat down at Leo's diner at my regular booth. 15 minutes later, a greasy Reuben and 2 cups of black coffee was laid in front of me without even ordering. I like what I like and I'm not one to deviate.
The name's Melody Gillespie. I've seen you in here before. Always the same booth. Always alone. You're a P.I, right? Set up in that shoddy-looking building on the corner.
Geez, lady.
You're taking me out. Steak and lobster. We're gonna paint the town red. Toot sweet.
You got some nerve ambushing me here. I'm eating.
I know. Isn't it great? And I have reservations to Chez Francois. Hotter than the Copa.
And more expensive, too.
I promise I'm worth it. Here's my number and address. Pick me up Saturday at 7 p.m. sharp. Take a shower and wear a tux. Ta-ta.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, will put you in the funny farm faster than a dame. Standing in my dimly lit bathroom, I combed my brittle cream-saturated hair into a sharp part. I slapped Aqua de Parme onto my freshly shaved cheeks. It stung like hellfire, but that's my favorite part. Say, not bad. Looks like you're ready for the old fish and goose soiree.
Hey, chaparoo, looking snappy. We're about to close, but you look like a man in need of some weeds. We got some chrysanthemums on sale. About to wilt, but half off and sure to please.
I'll take it.
Hope you get lucky.
I guess he's accustomed to the special brand of about to go on a date deer in a headlight look. Yamahama. She had on a black dress that hung tightly to her shapely body, revealing a curvy figure I didn't know she had. Wavy brown hair framed her face. She wore a lustrous pearl necklace and her loud red lipstick popped from her pale complexion.
Well, well. You clean up nice?
Yeah, well, you're okay too.
Are those for me? Or are you saving them for another woman? I've still got time to find another date.
Oh, yeah, these are for you.
Thank you. How did you know I loved mums?
I walked straight to the florist and I demanded their most expensive bouquet.
I'm leaving them in the car, though. I'm not carrying them around all night.
Hey, I value honesty. You're all right.
You know, in some cultures, mums symbolize death. Are you trying to tell me something?
Let's see how the date goes first. We were greeted by a gaudy gold sign that read Chez Francois. Ivy crawled up the mortar veins of the brick building. Gold, silver, and crystal as far as the eye can see. Arches and pillars that would put the Parthenon to shame. Not a hair out of place, or a single grease spot on any of the staff.
Yes, monsieur.
No, monsieur. It's under my name, too, for Mademoiselle Gillespie.
He kept his nose up in the air as he dragged his finger down a ledger. He looked almost surprised to find our names.
You will be set right away. Albertine?
Listen, a man can get used to this. If only I could talk to my secretary the same way.
Don't you dare. You're terrible.
Hey, I'm serious. Listen, I don't know anything about you. How'd you even get a reservation here? If you're some rich heiress to a candy bar company, I want to know what the hell nougat is.
I work for the newspaper, you weirdo. Boss had me running ragged these past few months. He owes me big. If he thinks a measly reservation is gonna get him off the hook, he's got another thing coming.
You know, not to brag, but my name might have been in your paper once or twice.
Things ain't so nice on the SS Allspice. Disgraced captain captured. I was proud of that headline.
You wrote that article?
That was a great story. Got me a better office.
What made you ask me out at Leo's? That's normally a gentleman's job, you know.
Week after week, I see you there with your head in the paper. Looking kinda handsome. I thought you might be lonely.
That's funny. I don't ever remember seeing you there. I'm not lonely. There are other things to life besides chasing skites.
Like, what, for example?
I have my work. I run a business, a very dangerous one.
There's no room for anything else? You are so full of malarkey, your eyes are turning brown.
I can't help what eye color I was born with, lady.
I should be talking more like a lady in a joint like this anyway. Sir, you positively jest.
You're not like other dames.
I shan't take that as an affront to my womanly honor. Thank you very much. Hey, here comes the penguin to take our order. Meh, 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 meh.
They got you working double duty, eh?
Short stuffed. Might I recommend the roast lamb with an almond butter anglaise, poached rutabaga in a clarified butter reduction with a side of the pheasant pâté?
I don't know what any of that is. I'll probably never be here again. I'll take it. The lady will have the surf and turf. And don't skimp on the turf. Or the surf. And 2 champagne cocktails, expedited. I slid a quarter into his suit jacket.
Very well. I'll expedite something, all right?
We ate food neither of us could pronounce. We drank too many champagne cocktails. We talked for hours. After much protest, she even convinced me to dance with her. Is this what it's like to have a good time? Yeah, I guess it's not so bad.
Someone get a dog.
The side of my face was sprayed with red. Small chunks of viscera, bone, and wool were splattered across the dance floor. Scurried footprints mid-foxtrot adorned the lacquered wood boards. Are you hurt? Is any of that your blood?
I'm okay. Canary.
I have to see if anyone needs help.
I know.
I unsheathed my snub nose with my shoulder holster.
Ring the police. Someone get Pierre.
I ran to the victim to apply first aid. I went to check his pulse. But there was no wrist. There was no torso. Just legs pointed out at unnatural angles. And a mangled spine. There was no burn marks, no smoke, no telltale signs of spent ballistic materials. Just entrails and gore.
Listen everyone, no need to panic. I am the owner of this establishment. I am in complete control of the situation. The police and paramedics have been called. please form a line and exit the building calmly. Hey, get towels. Help these people clean off. Complimentary coffee will be provided.
Café crema. Café crema. Someone brings the café crema.
Hey, you, with the gun. Are you law enforcement?
I'm a private investigator. I wiped the ironing liquid off the side of my face with my sleeve.
We have to go, Canary. I don't want to see.
Our investigation might take weeks.
Ah, nonsense. We must clean tonight and reopen tomorrow. We have a reservation list a mile long.
Now listen here, son.
No, you listen. You need to dust for fingerprints? You need to take photos? Do it. My cleaning staff has a lot of work to do. We have to be open by tomorrow evening. There is no compromise.
Serenity now. I should have been a barber like my brother.
Pardon my French, but just what in the hell was that?
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Can we please go back to your place? I don't want to be alone tonight.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna need a drink. So do you, from the looks of it.
I think I got some scotch in the cupboard. Change into these clothes, I'll get our drinks ready. Pink water circled the drain. I poured our drinks into mismatched tumblers. I took a quick swig before pouring myself another. She emerged from the bathroom in a baggy button-down and a pair of trousers. She had to adjust them up her ample hip with each step. Say, looking dapper there. I was relieved I can get a laugh out of her.
Bring the bottle.
We sat in silence doing our best to get blotto. After what we just saw, the liquor wasn't touching us. I stood up to put her record on. I turned around and she was standing there facing me. She grabbed my hand and pulled me close and we slow danced around my living room. I think it's time we try to get some sleep.
Okay.
Clean linens are on the bed. Use anything you need in the bathroom.
What are you holding?
Some blankets and pillows for the couch. I'll fix it up nice for myself, don't worry about it. She picked up the bedding out of my hands and threw it to the ground. She put her arms around my neck and we kissed. We didn't come out of the room until noon the next day. What? Hey Mel, I think it's your boss.
How does he know I'm even here?
You need to get your ass down here. It's bedlam out there. People are exploding all over the city and our lead rider's nowhere to be found.
Bob, slow down.
People are blowing up all over the city and they have no idea why. I come to find out you saw one happen up close. We need headlines, we need articles, we need an angle. Turn on the radio, will ya, and get down here.
Canary, turn on the radio.
All over the city, people are exploding. Law enforcement and the medical community are baffled. But rest assured, they're hard at work at cracking this caper. And so are we, so keep it tuned to WXORV, the Klondike. This just in, a 27th case has been reported. Is this an act of terrorism? Is it a germ? Is it an act of God? Or the devil? Keep it tuned to...
Enough of that.
What if we... Canary, I don't want to die.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. That's a promise. I should get down to the police station. I still know some people there. See if I can find anything out.
Right. And I'll check with the paper. A lot of the time we hear things before the police do. I'll have to borrow your clothes, though. Can I... see you tonight?
Nothing will make me happier. The police department was pandemonium.
Hey, you better bring another pot of coffee. And send Mary out for a carton of cigarettes. Don't have the luxury of getting tired.
I raised the flip-up countertop and walked past the dispatches.
You better beat it. We're working here.
Hey, it's been a while.
Is that you, Canary? You haven't been a cop in damn near 10 years. We have a lot of work to do, and I can't have you getting in the way.
Wasn't he that beat cop who saved 12 children from that burning bus a decade ago?
Myths and exaggerations. It was 8 kids. We have plenty of capable men already.
Hey there, Chief. People are dying.
Listen, Canary, if you piss me off, you'll be gone faster than chicken feed at a rooster convention.
I just want to get to the bottom of this like everyone else.
All right, everyone, shut up. There's been 2 more cases.
He placed 2 red pins into a large map on the wall. It looked like the worst children's party game ever created.
They're coming in much faster now. We need to find out if these people have anything in common. Send someone to the Hall of Records and tell them to bring hand trucks. You might not see your families for a while, so make your phone calls now.
A steady stream of red tacks were added as day went into night. Each one of those pins were a human life. The gravity of the situation was palpable.
Canary, you've been quiet for the past hour. Contribute or get out.
What do we know about Patient Zero?
Fancy doctor. Comes from old money. Married to Loretta Johnson for 35 years. They were celebrating their wedding anniversary.
Check. And the second?
Benjamin Calpern. A hotshot engineer in the auto industry.
Bingo on the third.
A professional tennis player. Minor leagues. Trust fund baby.
Hey, yo, not bad. Chaz Francois sent all this free food over.
Eat while you work. What's your point, Canary?
They're all in the same tax bracket as John D. Rockefeller.
We've been over this hours ago. There's plenty of schlubs on the list, too. It's a dead-end lead.
No, wait. Look at it like this. It's been in front of us this whole time. I took a marker out of my pocket and started tracing a spiral on the map.
This isn't arts and crafts time.
No, stop. Don't eat that food. I flipped the table over while Officer was digging through the bag of food. Chef Francois, it's the restaurant. The chief stood in front of the map for a moment with his eyes squinted.
Start processing the warrant.
People are dying. We can't wait for a judge.
I can't let you go there. You're going straight home for supper. Right, Canary?
Sure thing, boss.
Let law enforcement take care of it. We're doing it by the book.
I guess it's the first time for everything, Flatfoot.
Get the hell out of here. And if I see you ever again, it'll be too soon. If I catch you within a 5-mile radius of that restaurant before we move in, don't think I won't arrest you.
Chief,
Get out of here.
I pulled to the front of Chez Francois at the same time as another car.
Canary, I knew you'd figure it out too. It's part of the job. Gotta get the latest scoop after all.
What do you say I go in there, and I meet you back at Leo's for pastrami?
Pastrami later. There's nothing you can say to me that's gonna stop me from going in there and asking questions. It's up to you whether you join me or not. Freedom of the press and all. Besides, I know you won't let anything happen to me.
Melody. She held the door open for me, insisting with her glaring eyes.
My apologies, monsieur, but we are not open yet. Not that you looked dressed for the occasion. There's a laundromat on 8th, and the soup kitchen's on...
I need to see all your ledgers, financial reports, and past reservations.
Where's your warrant? Are you even with the police? Begone, brute!
There's an epidemic happening out there. If you get in the way of my investigation, I'll put my Oxford so far up your...
Oh, there is no need for violence. I will show you any records you wish. We are an open book here at Chez Francois.
Pierre, they're not with the law.
Everything is under control.
He led us through the dining room, then through the swinging doors of the kitchen, where a sweaty four-headed chef tended to his bubbling cauldrons. And then he opened the door to a dimly lit back room.
Everything you need are in these file cabinets. You are free to peruse.
It was all here. Every reservation and handwritten bill.
Canary.
Not now, Melody. We're on to something.
Canary!
I turned to see Pierre Francois holding a jewel-encrusted switchblade to Melody's throat.
Throw me the gun you have tucked under your arm.
If you heard her...
Sit down.
He tied our wrists and ankles to the chairs. It's not too late to stop this madness, Francois.
You get lucky the first time. Should have left it well enough alone. Now I need to get two loud mouths out of the way. In fact, this is a great honor. You're the first to try a new dish we've been developing. Bruno, bring the Chateaubriand à la Francois.
You'll never get away with this.
Such faux pas. The show is about to start, and here I am without, how you Americans say, popping corn.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, to be rich, you have to project a certain air about yourself. To this gratin, this accent represents elegance and refinement. They eat it up like so much as a tacassone. Now, before you today is a relatively young playboy at the top of the world, with a booming high-class business charging exorbitant prices for a dressed-up cheap product. We make a fortune every night. Every single night without fail. How could it not with me at the helm? But it wasn't always this way. See, I grew up a dirt farmer. Only thing that came up was weeds in that damn dust bowl. Lost my father to consumption before I was even 3. I can't even remember what he looks like. My mother turned to waiting tables. And the bottle. Most of the time, she had to do the landlord favors, so we didn't go without a roof over our heads. In the summer, I would pick berries to help out, mostly to no avail. I hated being poor. I hated having holes in my shoes and eating pig's feet and beans when what I really wanted was hamburger and malted shakes. You see, I knew there was more. I wanted... No, I needed to experience the finer things in life. So when I was 14, I had enough. I had $5 in a rusty coffee can under my bed. It took me a dog's age to save. I wouldn't have even been mad if she really needed it, you know, but my mother, she stole it. Just to punish her liver some more. She wasn't the woman she used to be. Her eyes sunken, her skin yellowing, her greasy, stringy hair in a state of perpetual muss. Her spirit long dead, but her body was hanging past its expiration date. Just for the next aperitif. So I took off on my own in the middle of that very night as she laid soiled on the same couch she used to help me with my arithmetic. I vowed to not only survive, but to thrive. I scrubbed latrines. I bussed tables. I sold peanuts on the side of the road. Whatever I could do to make an honest buck, I did it. Worked my hands until they were calloused so thick I didn't even need oven mitts by the time I started my training. I put myself through culinary school. It was torture. Between work and school, I was lucky to get 3 hours of shut-eye. I opened my first bistro at age 25. 25! It was a hit. At 27, I opened another. By the time I hit 30, I owned 4 restaurants with more to come. Against all odds, I'd made it. I could wear, eat, drive, anything I wanted. I could make it with any dame that came through the front door. The more money they had, the looser scruples they seemed to possess, and... well, I loved it. My plate was filled with the finest of the fine. And so was my bed. I should have seen the signs. I should have known better. I'd become an addict, like my mother. Except with booze, it was every kind of excess possible. I was on the road to an even bigger failure. My friends, they were all crooks. They came from old money and didn't have any idea of the hardships of the real world. They were soft and entitled. No regard for their fellow man, just take what they want, when they want, and shake the money bags, and the problems, they all disappear. It was like sport to see how much they could get away with. And here I am, rubbing elbows with these people on a nightly basis. What did I become? I hated these people. I'd become one of them. I hated myself. But not anymore. Life is more than shallow materialism, more than money. I had spent my best years getting to this point. This is a life wasted unless I course corrected. I'm righting wrongs in a ways that only a man with my money and power again. The world will be better off. You'll see. You'll see once they're gone. I have sold my other restaurants to build this shrine of excess. It's like a beacon to the affluent. They will come here from all over the world to worship their wealth. And I will exterminate them all.
Except you didn't just kill wealthy people. There was folks who spent their rusted coffee can to have an appetizer and a glass of water for their special occasion. Pierre, you killed children. How can you live with yourself?
This is the restaurant business. You have to break some eggs to make an omelet.
Right now, tell me, how?
This is the best part. Money opens up a world of possibilities, and boy, do I have a lot of it. It grants you access to black markets darker than your worst nightmares. I have a broker who deals in the finer details. To my understanding, it came from Tibet. It is flavorless, odorless. It makes a great base for an marinade. The perfect poison. Now, it reacts to acids. Human stomach acid being in the proper pH range. Now, once it starts being digested, you're a ticking time bomb. I'm hearing you asking, when? Well, it depends on body chemistry and the size of the dose, right? Which we're still working out. I would have never had the first go boom here. It's too much to clean. Order up.
A platter of meat was placed on the table between me and Melody.
For being such a fly in the soup, I'm gonna make you go second, Monsieur Canary. You can watch your little girlfriend explode first. In fact, I'm gonna stick around too. I haven't seen one pop up close. I am so excited.
Canary, I'm afraid.
Francois cut off a piece of the meat and held it up to her lips.
Look how tender! Wonderful Chateaubriand à la Francois.
Don't worry, Melody, baby. Don't be afraid. He pushed the greasy meat into her lips, which she had pursed tightly. They parted in the struggle, and he cupped his hands over her mouth.
Chew. Now swallow. Excellent.
I spent my whole life living by a code of ethics. By the law. I swear if I make it out of this, I'm gonna break every last one of them to kill you. Do you hear me, Pierre? You're gonna die.
This was an aggressive dose. Guess I'll have my papenkion after all. Pop, pop, pop.
Look at me, Melody. It's gonna be okay. Look at me. It's gonna be okay, Melody. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not leaving you.
I was afraid to approach you that day in the diner, but I'm glad I did. These ridiculous stories of superheroism would come into the paper, but we could never print them because they seemed too fantastic to be real. I mean, they couldn't be. They were about you, Canary. I've tailed you for quite some time, and I've come to learn that they were true. It's my turn to be the hero now.
She freed herself and shot up like a bullet. Francois looking wide-eyed.
Oh, no, stay back!
She ran to Francois and gave him a bear hug.
Canary, I love...
Melody. Please talk to me. Please say something. I sat there bound for 45 minutes before the police busted in. Slaughter of my dead girlfriend painted my face.
I'm here, Canary. Try not to look. We've collected all. Enough of her for a proper funeral. I promise.
Much was learned in the coming weeks about this strange poison. They were able to figure out how to screen for those still infected and fast-track the cure. No one will ever fall to this affliction again. In the paper, they're calling it Melody's Remedy, in your honor. Was it true love? Well, I don't know about that. I wish we could have found out together. I'll spend the rest of my days wondering what could have been.
Voice acted by, in order of appearance, J. Henry as Canary P.I. Maggie Dykes as Melody Gillespie. Kiko Saccone as Maitre D. Julienne Guilas as Pierre Francois. Aidan Hughes as Chief of Police. Written, directed, and edited by J. Henry. Music by Kevin MacLeod, Vivek Abhishek, Pedro Esparza. Reach us at rpcanarypi.carrd.co. This concludes the broadcast.